Today we're going to have a look at this outdoor antenna made by EagleStar Pro. It is capable of VHF and UHF reception and includes a built-in preamp. Now the antenna I'm reviewing for you today came in a plain white box, but I happen to have a box from a UHF only model. And this antenna brand really seems to be marketed towards the Greater Toronto area, which is a good region for free over-the-air television. This antenna is pretty much assembled out of the box. All I had to do was slip the U-bolt for the mast clamp on, and then the VHF elements just screw onto these side posts like this. And then it's pretty much ready to be installed. This antenna has a power supply to power the built-in preamp, and this portion gets installed inside the building. I'll show you that in a minute. This also has the ability to distribute the TV signal to two televisions, which could certainly be convenient in some situations. It also has an adjustable gain knob for the amplification so that you're not over amplifying an already powerful signal. One thing I noticed about this antenna is that the built-in preamp will not bypass an RF signal if there's no power supply connected. What that means is this antenna basically won't work unless the power supply is connected. And of course that could be very problematic if this power supply ever fails. All right, I've got it mounted on a mast 17 feet in the air, pointed in the direction of my local broadcast towers. Now we'll go inside, run a channel scan, and check that signal strength. All right, so here is the power supply for the preamp that's installed back at the antenna. This coax cable runs from outside from the antenna inside and gets attached to the input of this power supply. And then these two coax cables run to two different TV tuners. This one goes to a digital converter box on one TV. This goes directly into a TV's RF input on a second TV. And then I've got the power supply plugged in. The green LED tells you that we've got power. And now we can run a channel scan and test this antenna out. I found that I had to move this antenna around and adjust it a lot more than I normally do with other antennas to pick up my three local stations. But once I got it set up, I ran a channel scan and all three channels came in on both the television and digital converter box I had connected to the two outputs on the amplifier. I took signal readings with the amplifier gain set at three positions: at the minimum setting, in the middle, and at the maximum setting. I noticed with the minimum setting that RF channel 2 was pixelating quite a bit, while RF channels 4 and 9 had a clear picture. Once I turned the gain up to medium and maximum, the pixelation on RF channel 2 went away and all the channels were coming in clear, but no matter where the gain was set, the signal meter seemed to jump around quite a bit. But to be fair, all of these channels are on the VHF band, and this antenna seems more like a UHF high VHF antenna to me. Now, just to rule things out, I removed the second TV from the amplified splitter just to see if it would improve the signal stability, but it pretty much stayed the same. I like the looks of this antenna and also the variable gain control on the amplifier. The other plus is having the ability to connect two TVs to it with the amplified splitter. Overall, this antenna from EagleStar Pro did an okay job picking up all my local stations, which broadcast on the VHF band. Once I got this antenna adjusted, all the stations came in clear. And if you had it hooked up to a TV without a signal meter, you'd have no way of knowing the signal was bouncing around a bit, especially if all the channels were coming in without any pixelation. I think this antenna would do well in an area with strong signals, predominantly on the UHF and high VHF TV bands, but it's really not meant for low VHF, especially given the small size of the VHF elements. There's other videos online showing this antenna having success in exactly those types of TV markets.